So there's a conversation that I want to have today. Is it lazy to make 5-star versions of 4 stars in gacha games? I think for 90% of people, the answer is very clearly no. I mean, if they truly look like a 5-star upgrade with new kit, story, and perks, generally speaking, people are totally fine with it. Would this be considered a lazy move? And honestly, I wouldn't say so. Essentially, everything about the character has to be different and built up from the ground up, bar the face, of course, and I think it's totally fine to give prominent 4 stars featured in the game their own 5-star variant people can use, especially when that character is heavily featured in the game already, such as Herta. I'd like to think this is the general consensus, but yesterday I saw one person in particular who thought these, 5-star upgrades for Herta were cringe and mid, which resulted in him having a bit of a struggle on Twitter, so let's go take a look. Subscribe!
Yo, who wants to have sex?
What's good, everybody? So we're back at it again, this time with some Honkai Star Rail news. Okay, as we all know, recently we've had drip marketing for 2 new characters. One being yesterday it was Aglie, and then we also had the Herta the day before. And I'm gonna be real, guys, she looks so cool. Okay, she looks really cool. She's got like those witchy vibes. I think this character design is really cool. She's kind of got like a like a keyblade kind of weapon. And it's sick. It really is like a really good upgrade from her 4-star design. Now, granted, some people prefer her puppet design, okay? That's okay. Guess what? You're allowed to have a preference. But I think on the whole, the majority of people think this design is fucking peak, right? And Honkai Star Rail is no stranger to 4-star to 5-star upgrades. We've seen it with Dan Hung within Bibitil Lune. That was awesome, okay? It was like a completely new character, a completely new look, completely new kit. Everything was completely new, and it was absolutely sick. It also got another like 5-star imaginary character for us. At the time, they were sparse, and it was really cool. It was a really cool upgrade, and I gotta say, right, type 1 if you think the Herta, she should have been called Big Herta, but how many of you think Herta looks good here? Type 1 if you think this is sick, type 2 if you think this is trash. I want to get a little bit of consensus here. What, the Herta is my wife? Yeah, exactly, bro. How many of y'all think this is great? How many of y'all think this is terrible design? Be honest. 1, 1, 1. Wow, right, how many of y'all think this is good? Get your eyes off her. 1, 1. Any 2s? Anyone think it's bad, or do you all think it's good? 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. She's cool. 3, 1. Exactly. Most of y'all think it's cool, okay? But there has been one individual, one Misery Guts, who is complaining that she's not very cool, okay? But this person here has been saying, I find it so funny how Honkai Star Rail is releasing some amazing characters recently, and Genshin is, well, Of course, when we make any kind of statement that puts Genshin on a lower tier to Honkai Star Rail, the Genshin fans will come out of the woodworks to defend their game, and of course, the one and only Zajef did just that. He said, I never want to be someone who defends Genshin designs, but surely we aren't saying that about the Herta, okay? This tweet is very interesting. Bro does not like the Herta design, okay? It's very clear he's talking about the design of the Herta, okay? At no point is he mentioning anything else, okay? Bro kind of got a little bit clowned on for this, right? Bro got a little bit clowned on for this. Yeah, people who be desperate for attention, because overall, most people think the Herta, or Big Herta, she's gonna be called, is cool. Right? I get where you're coming from, but please, please, please sit this one out when this is the Genshin character that just got released. Yeah, this character fucking sucks, dude. I'll be real. What's the name? Chansha, whatever it is. It sucks. I'll be real. What is this? This doesn't make... It looks like a 4-star at best. It looks like a 4-star at best. I can't believe Auroron is a 4-star and this is a 5-star. Chaska, that's it. It looks ass. It looks so mid. I don't know what bro is saying when this also looks like hot garbage. You know what I mean? Men will see the most beautiful heavenly woman to ever exist and then say she looks mid. Blood is just saying things for the sake of saying things. Clearly, he doesn't like Herta, right? And then he goes, I would like to formally apologize for this tweet. I did not realize that re-releasing a character was supposed to be a reference to the resurrection of Christ. I have committed a grave offense, and I hope my blasphemy will be forgiven. For real though, it's not that deep. I just think it's very comical that the design they're using to make the point they're making is 1.0 character version 2. Like, that's just a very funny situation if you don't let yourself get pissed off for no reason. The funny thing about this whole situation is if the guy had just said, hey, yeah, I'm not particularly keen with this design, it's not for me, that's one thing. That's something we can all really get behind. It's someone's preference. If you don't like a design but someone else does, so be it. You know, whatever, it doesn't matter. I mean, I don't care. No one really cares if that would be the case. It's just kind of funny he felt the need to talk about it after someone had compared Honkai designs to Genshin's. I mean, we have to defend Genshin's at all costs, you know what I mean? It's so funny. I feel like bro was backtracking a little bit from this one. Like, he never mentioned anything about a 4-star to 5-star being a kind of, you know, a hot topic to discuss. He was very clearly just talking about design. It was very clear he was just talking about design, you know what I mean? Because, like, I know to be someone who defends Genshin designs. That's what you're doing, right? That's what you're doing. And now we can actually see the real conversations that maybe we can be having here. Bro has never played another gacha besides Genshin in his life. I don't know, funny kind of bait tweet, whatever. But the dude actually responds. It's precisely because gacha games recycling characters is such a common thing that it's hilarious to see someone single out a recycled character's design as the pinnacle of good design. Yeah, Honkai Star Rail designs are amazing, as can be seen by this instance of Hoyo following the trend of trying to milk their characters by making you pay multiple times for them. I just want to pause for a minute. I just find this pretty hilarious. The dude is like, you know, saying it's a bad trend to have this 4-star to 5-star sort of thing going on. You're paying multiple times for a character that way. It's a way to milk you out of money. Does bro realize that Genshin, Honkai Star Rail, Wuthering Waves, all these gachas have constellations or constellation equivalents to them that are literally there to make you spend multiple times for one character? Like, surely that's like a bigger thing to complain about. I mean, personally, I don't see anything wrong by having an upgraded 5-star version with new kits, new story, new designs, basically a whole new character, rather than having to pull for constellations of a character for them to work in the first place, which is what Genshin does. I personally don't really give much of a shit about a character's visual designs. Sure, okay, so I don't really have any skin in the game, but it's just so funny to see people not just accepting the shitty gacha industry standards, but embracing them and praising them. I don't know, I don't think people are praising a gacha industry for bad practices. I think people are just saying, wow, the Herta is a cool looking character. I think that's what it is. I think people are allowed to say that. I think it's okay to say that. I don't really see anything wrong with having these 5-star variants. That's really what the conversation is about. Like, if you are someone who thinks it's lazy, if you think it's, you know, a lazy thing to do with the gacha, if you think it's predatory, that's a conversation to have. That's a conversation to have, but that's not how this conversation was presented initially. It sounded like it was a design thing, you know what I mean? But I think it's okay. I think it's fine. I don't think, you know, having a new 5-star character is the equivalent of having to pull for constellations to make a character work in the first place. That's just really all I gotta say on that, you know what I mean? I was scrolling through Twitter. The whole reason I wanted to talk about this, because I was scrolling through Twitter, okay? And the only thing that I saw was this. I saw this tweet on its own. I saw this tweet on its own, and I thought it was fucking hilarious. I did. I thought it was so funny. Apparently, he was responding to someone being transphobic, which is fair enough. But seeing this on its own on my timeline was hilarious, bro. It was just so funny. It's fine for me to just have the gameplay different. Oh yeah, the gameplay has to be different. It has to be a different gameplay. PGR and Honkai Impact does it every time. There we go. So we've all kind of, you know, realized there is no issue with this. I love the Bibi de Lune. Exactly. No one complained about that. No one complained. Maybe Zajef did. Maybe Zajef complained about the Bibi de Lune, but you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is, you know. So bro had a moment. Bro had a moment. Well, Graham should go to bed. I go live every day, 2 p.m. EST, 7 p.m. GMT. Come over and have some fun with us. I appreciate y'all. Remember to like this video, subscribe, and comment down below what you think. Okay, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.